What if I told you that nothing anyone says about you has to matter? What if you could walk through the world, no longer held hostage by opinion, insult, praise, or rejection? That's not fantasy, that's Stoicism. And it's not about being cold, it's about being in command. You've felt it before. The heat rising in your chest when someone disrespects you. The tension building in your jaw when you hear the criticism. The sting of being overlooked, underestimated, or misunderstood. You want to lash out, defend yourself, prove your worth. But the Stoics would tell you, pause. Not because your feelings aren't valid, but because your response determines your power. Every second you spend angry, insulted, outraged, you're feeding someone else's fire. But when you pause, you flip the script. They want you reactive, but you stay composed. They want you emotional, but you stay calm. They want you desperate for validation, but you stay grounded in your truth. That's where the real strength lives. Not in how loud you yell, but in how little you need to. The Stoics understood that the world will never stop throwing tests at you. People will always lie, disrespect, overlook, talk behind your back. That's life. The question is, who are you in the middle of it? You can't control what they do, but you can always control how you interpret, how you respond, and how you move forward. That's where freedom begins. Epictetus taught that the only true power we have lies in what we choose to focus on and how we choose to think. So next time someone offends you, ask, is this worth my energy? Is this situation, this person, this comment worth disturbing my peace? Because here's the secret. Their insult doesn't harm you. Your reaction to it does. And that's good news, because that means you're in control. Let the world talk. Let them judge. Let them assume. You don't need to correct every narrative. You don't need to chase every misunderstanding, because the truth doesn't need to scream. It just needs time. The Stoic way is not about avoiding emotion, it's about owning it. You will feel anger, you will feel pain, you will feel the sting of disrespect, but you won't be ruled by it. You feel it, you face it, and then you let it go. That's real power, and it's a power you can start practicing right now. So how do you start? It begins with awareness. The next time someone tests your patience, pause. Don't react. Just notice the emotion rise. Feel the tension, feel the instinct to defend, and then ask, do I want to hand this person the keys to my inner world? Because when you react out of anger, you give them control. You let them steer your mood, your focus, your behavior. That's not strength, that's surrender. The Stoic chooses something different. They choose to respond, not react. And sometimes that response is no response at all. Not because they're afraid to speak, but because they understand the weight of energy. They know that peace is too precious to waste on proving a point. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, led armies, ruled millions, and still began his day by reminding himself that he would face arrogance, deception, and cruelty. Why? Because expectation kills shock, and when you expect difficulty, you don't crumble when it comes. That's mental armor. And you can build it too. Every insult becomes an opportunity to sharpen your clarity. Every betrayal becomes a lesson in boundaries. Every test becomes training. Over time, your center gets stronger. You don't rise and fall with the opinions of others. You don't chase arguments or give in to petty wars. You stand still in the storm, and that silence becomes thunder. But this isn't just about staying calm, it's about staying ready, because life won't slow down for you to catch your breath. So you must breathe within the chaos. That's what Stoicism offers, not an escape, but an anchor. And it doesn't take hours of study, it takes commitment to small daily habits. Start journaling, just a few minutes each night. Reflect on where you gave away your peace, where you stood strong, what you can do better tomorrow. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Build your inner citadel one brick at a time. And here's a truth most people miss. When you master your mind, you become dangerous, not because you harm others, but because no one can harm you. You become unshakable. And when people realize they can't manipulate you, control you, or disturb your center, they back off. Or they lose their power trying. So this week, take the challenge. Let the world do what it does. You stay still. Someone cuts you off, let it go. Someone mocks your dream, smile. Someone spreads lies about you, stay focused. And each night, review your day. Not with judgment, but with curiosity. Because the goal isn't to feel nothing, it's to feel deeply, and still choose peace. You're not here to fight every battle. You're here to walk forward with quiet strength. That's what Stoicism is. That's what this channel is about. So if this spoke to you, hit like, subscribe, join a community of thinkers, warriors, choirs. We're not loud, we're clear. And clarity, that's unstoppable.